One last thing I want to clarify about my story. And like I said, since God has revealed who He is to me, if we take our time, He can do that to all of you by testimony, by things that you've been dealing with. You see, when you pray, He answer. When you pray, He answer. And so you will have so much fear for God. You will have so much love, and you will put Him first before even you. So that's why I have a way to do comparison with everything in that coming into my life with the scriptures, because if it is confused, that's when it's not from God, right? So scriptures tell us to not be to be sober minded, and to not be drunk in wine. This is very true. When you are sober minded, you have the power to control your emotion. You have the power to see clear. And not sober minded, not only in alcohol, not only in drugs, but also in sex. You have to know sex take your clarification away. It makes you not be able to make good judgment. Talking about the guy who used to be always drinking. If he was sober-minded, this will not be happening to him. He will not be in jail. The landlord will not be able to keep taking advantage of him. The things that he does to so many of those tenants, he cannot do them to me, because God used me. I'm sober-minded. Naturally speaking, I don't drink, I don't smoke. So I'm someone who likes to have my whole entire mind fully to me, to have control over my life. Even when I fall in love, if I feel like I'm thinking so deep about that person, I had to pray, because I don't like nothing to take over my heart, my soul, my mind. I like God to guide me, you know? So when this landlord ended up by putting him in jail, by him destroy the mailbox, if he was sober-minded, he will know to not doing that. Because when you rent somebody, you should give them a key to get access to the mailbox. So why are you the only one that taking the mail of the people? When you're upset at them, you just hold their mail. That's what he does. So this man will know to sue him, because that's a federal felony. You don't take people's mail. You can go to jail for 5 years and pay money for that. But the fact that that man, he's not sober-minded, he has so much proof of this landlord. He is the one that can put the landlord in jail. I can't, because I didn't know he lives in that house for many years, for almost 9 years. He see what the landlord did. He knows very well who he is, and the fact that he always not in good shape, the landlord don't pay attention that much to fake who he is with him, because he knows he will not be able to fight him. But with me, he cannot do that. So that's why it's very important in life to read the scripture and compare your life to the scripture. You must follow God's rules, because every rules that God told you to do, there's a reason why he told you to do that. If I wasn't someone who was sober-minded, I could be in jail. I could be in trouble, because he's such a manipulation person. He will go to my room, he destroy my stuff. I don't have no proof. I don't have camera, and I know it's him. The people, they ended up by cursing him, being upset at him. I don't curse, I don't fight. I take the matter to God, and God give me the right mind. I go, I sue you. In order for you to do those things, to go to court, to fight a manipulative person with a Jezebel spirit, you need to be sober-minded. You need to fully focus on God. You need to be able to control your emotion. You need to be able to control what's coming out in your mouth. Alcohol, drugs, illegal sex. When I said illegal sex, when he's not your husband, not your wife, you're just giving yourself to someone and you fall in love. You think it's love, it's not love. You can't even see who is that person for sure. You just think he's a handsome man, or she's a beautiful woman. And after you find out this person, oh my God, they have so much dirt. grieved. Now you are broken. You are destroyed. If you are sober-minded, you will give yourself time enough. You will first pray over this person, and God will show you who is that person. Last time I had a story very funny. I met somebody who's speaking to me, and very calm. I always find calm men. I met someone who is speaking to me, very handsome and very attractive, and asking me if I'm married, and he would like to be married, have children, and look like a normal person. I said okay, and we're speaking and talking about God. I like that, but I needed to know about that person. That person invited me to his church. I didn't go. I go to my church, and after I pray. I say, God, I pray for everything. I say, God, that man who come to speak to me, he seems very handsome, but please show me if you are the one that sent him to speak to me, or if it's the enemy. And to be honest with you, now I'm starting to be worried to make this prayer, because every time that I make this prayer, God exposes it to me. But I'm happy. It's better for God to show me the truth than to be stuck into what I don't want. So we ended up, I told him I want to speak to him. I don't want to speak by text. I want us to communicate. We ended up by communicate. And it's not. That person... I said, and when I think about what he's telling me, that makes me laugh so much. I said, wow. He told me he's always in the lookout, and because he's a man, his testosterone is too high. You understand that man is looking for sex. He's not looking for a wife. He's not looking for a woman. He's talking to him less than 1 hour. I already find out that person is lost. Do I judge him? No, I don't, but I know it's not for me. Instead, I pray for him, and I introduced him. I told him, we have this thing, you can go to this thing in church, because God can change people. Does that mean he's a bad person? No, he's not, because I'm not perfect, but I also have to have discernment to pray, because when somebody is not where they want to be, they come to your life, they can also come to destroy your life. You have to understand, the person who will be a part of your life has the power to uplift you or downgrade you. Sometimes they can downgrade you flat, and you can never be able to go back. So that is very important, to pray, spend time with God. Don't make decisions on your own. Even for love, you think, oh, he's good looking. Yes. She's beautiful. Yes. But what inside? Beauty fades. But somebody who has a beauty inside, who has the fear of God, they will be more beautiful, more handsome with age, because they will have wisdom. Longer you spend, older you are, smarter you're supposed to become. But a lot of people, they are not like that. So spend time with God. Let God make decisions in your life. Pray for everything. Pray without seasons. Pray when you're happy, pray when you're unhappy, and sometimes even you feel like you can't pray, just say, God, please help me. And people who comes to your life and act very godly, you don't know if they're really godly. Speak to them, and speak to God first, and ask God to reveal that to you. That person come with invite me in church, godly, things like that, and next thing that I know, now we're talking about sex. Is very important. Why are we speaking about sex when you and I, we're not even boyfriend and girlfriend? And why are you speaking about you always in the lookout, when in the scripture God said you should not give your body to someone who's not your wife or your husband? So you're definitely using God's words to just do whatever you want, but you're not putting it into practice. I don't care what somebody say about using God's words. You have to put it in practice, instead of just sound godly but not practicing it. God bless you. Don't forget to keep practicing his word, put it in practice, and spend time with him, and he will do great things in your life. Have a good Thanksgiving.